As we age, we often notice changes in our bodies and minds. Maybe our joints feel stiffer in the morning. Maybe it takes us a little longer to get moving or to recover after a busy day. And emotionally, life may feel more complex as we navigate new roles, relationships, and routines. These shifts are natural, but they don't have to define us. What many people don't realize is that this stage of life can also be one of the most empowering. With just a few intentional habits each day, we can build strength, improve our flexibility, and boost our energy. More importantly, we can create a sense of inner balance and emotional resilience that carries us through whatever life brings us. Today, I want to share 5 simple and powerful practices that support your body, your mind, and your spirit. These are not complicated routines or time-consuming workouts. They are practical steps anyone can take no matter your fitness level, background, or starting point. You have more strength and potential than you think. Let's explore how you can stay strong and vibrant at any age. So stay with me until the end, because one of these 5 practices might just be the shift you've been needing. And as you're watching, let me know in the comments which habit speaks to you most, or what small change you're ready to make in your own life. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Step 1. Make sleep a priority. Were you aware that the quality of your sleep can have a deep and lasting effect on your overall health, particularly as you get older? As the years go by, our well-being depends more and more on simple yet powerful habits, and sleep is one of the most crucial of all. Sleep isn't a luxury, it is an essential life-sustaining function that influences nearly every part of our daily lives. If you find yourself struggling to fall asleep, waking several times through the night, or rising in the morning without feeling properly rested, you're certainly not alone. But here's something to keep in mind: growing older doesn't mean you have to accept poor sleep. In fact, it gives you even more reason to prioritize it. As we age, quality sleep becomes a pillar of our health. It supports us physically, mentally, and emotionally. While we rest, our bodies engage in a powerful process of recovery and repair. This is when the immune system does some of its best work, helping to restore strength and resilience for the day ahead. Sleep also plays a vital role in sharpening memory, supporting brain function, and lifting our mood. Without sufficient rest, it's easy to notice small things slipping, forgetfulness, confusion, or that persistent mental fog. It can feel as if you're running on low energy, and even the most basic tasks start to feel like a challenge. Lack of proper sleep can also raise stress levels, which can lead to irritability, anxiety, and feeling overwhelmed. For older adults, restorative sleep is not just helpful, it's essential. Natural changes in the body and mind mean that even minor sleep disturbances, whether due to stress, restlessness, or inconsistent habits, can have far-reaching effects. Very often, sleep problems begin subtly. You may not notice them at first, but over time they can wear away at your energy, your patience, and even your sense of joy. The good news is that it doesn't have to stay that way. We are not powerless in the face of poor sleep. Restful nights are within reach, and it's entirely possible to take back control. In my experience, lasting improvement comes from small but thoughtful adjustments. There's no need to wait for sleep problems to become severe. By learning to pay attention to your body's needs and treating sleep with the importance it deserves, you may be surprised at just how much better you begin to feel. Try creating a peaceful, restful atmosphere in your bedroom. Soften the lighting, perhaps enjoy a warm bath or practice some gentle breathing exercises. These calming rituals help tell your body it's time to slow down and prepare for rest. And one more thing. Try switching off screens well before bedtime. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs can disrupt your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you drift off to sleep. Giving yourself time to wind down without digital distractions can make a world of difference. Good sleep isn't just about feeling less tired. It's an act of self-care, a chance to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Each night of solid, refreshing sleep brings you closer to waking up energized and ready to embrace a new day with clarity and confidence. So please, treat sleep as a top priority. Because when all is said and done, Getting good rest is one of the kindest things you can do for your health, your well-being, and for yourself. Step 2. Don't stay still. Have you ever truly stopped to think about how much time you spend sitting each day? At first, it might not seem all that important. But when you really take stock, you may find yourself surprised, even a little alarmed, by just how many hours slip by while seated. Modern life makes sitting the default for much of our daily routine. Whether we're working, eating, or winding down in front of the telly, the armchair or sofa often becomes the place we settle after a long day. And of course, it's natural to want rest and comfort. But here's the thing, too much sitting may be harming your health more than you realize, even if the effects aren't obvious right away. Let's take a closer look. Sitting for long periods isn't just about how your body feels in the moment, it's about the lasting effect on your well-being. It's easy to overlook a few hours here and there, especially when there's no pain to warn you. Over time, that inactive lifestyle can cause real harm, chipping away at your health and making independence harder to maintain. Imagine a time when basic tasks, like getting up from a chair or walking across the room, become difficult. It's not a pleasant picture. For many of us, losing independence is one of the biggest fears of aging. The more time we spend sitting, the more likely that fear becomes reality. Inactivity doesn't only lead to tight joints or tired muscles. It's a quiet but powerful risk to your entire system. Long periods without movement reduce circulation, blood pools in your legs, and your heart works harder. Muscles grow weaker, and over time, you lose the strength and flexibility needed for daily movement. It's not a question of whether it will have an impact, it's a matter of when. The longer you stay inactive, the more your heart, mobility, and general strength begin to suffer. And it doesn't stop there. Sitting too much can bring on several avoidable health issues. Obesity is one of the most common. When the body gets used to being idle, putting on weight is easier, and shifting it becomes more difficult. With weight gain often come other problems, such as raised blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and high cholesterol. These conditions can drastically affect your quality of life and reduce the freedom we often take for granted. Another worrying effect of long-term inactivity is on your mental well-being. Anxiety and low mood become more common when you aren't moving enough. That's because physical inactivity impacts brain chemistry, often leading to feelings of mental fatigue and emotional drain. There's a strong link between movement and mental clarity. Physical activity encourages the release of hormones that boost mood, help focus, and reduce stress. Staying still for too long has the opposite effect. It dulls your thinking and lowers your spirits. So, what can we learn from this? Movement is about more than just fitness, it's about staying well. It helps maintain independence, strengthens the body, and keeps your mind alert. You don't need to take up running or join a gym. Light, consistent movement throughout the day, such as walking, stretching, or even tidying up, can make a real difference. What matters most is doing it often. Try to move regularly, even if only for a few minutes at a time. Break up long stretches of sitting and keep your body engaged. You'll feel better physically and mentally, and your overall health will thank you. The message is simple: don't stay still. A brighter, more active life is absolutely possible, and it all begins with a single step. Step 3. Get sunlight. When was the last time you paused to feel even a hint of sunlight on your skin? Sunlight offers more than just a pleasant moment, it's a natural source of energy and nourishment that plays a vital role in our well-being, especially as we grow older. With age, our bodies become less efficient at producing vitamin D, which makes exposure to daylight even more important. Vitamin D is essential to keeping bones, muscles, and the immune system strong. Without enough of it, we become more prone to issues like stiffness, brittle bones, aching joints, and a greater chance of falling, all of which can affect our independence and confidence. But in parts of the world where gray skies and shorter days are common, many of us miss out on this important nutrient. Spending large amounts of time indoors only adds to the challenge. Yet, there are still simple and effective ways to support your body and boost your health, even on those cloudy days. It's not about chasing summer. Even during the colder, darker months, natural daylight can still have a positive impact. You don't need blazing sunshine. Just stepping outside into the open air, even when it's overcast, gives your body access to a natural rhythm that supports sleep, mood, and energy levels. Let's be honest. It's easy to become tucked away indoors during winter or when the weather is gloomy. But that little bit of light, when filtered through clouds, still matters. Just a few minutes in the fresh air each day can be more powerful than you think. Sunlight, even when subtle, helps set our body clock, supports emotional balance, and lifts our spirits. Studies show that exposure to natural light, just under cloudy skies, helps regulate sleep, improve energy, and encourage a more positive outlook. It's not just physical, it's deeply emotional too. Even 10 minutes outdoors can offer a gentle reset. A slow walk around the block, sitting by an open window, or simply breathing in fresh air on the balcony can all make a real difference. And when sunlight is truly scarce, consider using a daylight therapy lamp, designed to mimic natural light and stimulate the same hormonal responses in the brain. These light boxes can be especially helpful during the winter months. Many people find them effective for improving sleep patterns, reducing seasonal low mood, and increasing overall vitality. It's a small change with a big impact, especially in darker regions. Personally, I've noticed that even on days when the sky is dull, getting outside gives me a lift. There's something calming about the open air and quiet moments in nature, even if the sun itself is hidden. You don't need blue skies to benefit, just commitment to making light a daily priority. Still, when sunlight does appear, take advantage of it. Open your curtains wide, let in as much natural light as possible, and position yourself near windows during the brightest part of the day. Every bit helps and your body knows how to use it. Even in countries with little sunshine, we can still harness the benefits of natural light. Whether through short walks, light therapy, or simply adjusting our routines, these small steps add up and can help us feel brighter, stronger, and more in tune with ourselves. So try to spend at least a few minutes each day in natural daylight. Make it a habit. Let it lift your mood, sharpen your mind, and help you sleep more peacefully at night. When combined with other healthy choices, it becomes a powerful tool for aging well. Don't underestimate the value of those gray quiet moments outdoors. They're not empty, they're full of promise. And even if the sun doesn't shine, you can still create light in your life, one mindful step at a time. Step 4. Simple leg exercises. As we grow older, it becomes difficult not to notice the subtle or sometimes more obvious changes in our bodies. Our legs, once strong and dependable, may begin to feel a little less steady. Everyday tasks that once came naturally, like walking, standing, rising from a chair, may start to feel more demanding. Perhaps your knees are aching more than before, or your leg muscles feel softer than they used to. You might even have found yourself worrying about the possibility of losing your mobility. It is a concern many people share, and rightly so. But the truth is this: your legs have not let you down. They simply need some regular care. And it is never too late to begin. Regardless of your age, whether you are in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, it is still very possible to strengthen your legs and support your movement. There is no need for a gym membership, complicated routines, or heavy exercise. What you do need is a small and steady commitment to move a little more each day. These gentle efforts quickly add up. When it comes to your legs, even the smallest bit of work can mean the difference between losing your independence and staying active and self-reliant. You see, when muscles are not used, they naturally weaken. Flexibility starts to decline. Strength begins to fade. But the good news is this decline is not fixed. The moment you start moving, even slowly, our body responds by getting stronger. Try these gentle exercises. Do a set of 10, repeat 3 times each. Chair squats. Hold on to a firm and stable chair for balance. Slowly bend your knees to lower into a squat, then rise back up. This works the large muscles in your legs and helps support balance. Seated leg lifts and punches. Sit and lift one leg while softly punching forward with the opposite arm. This strengthens lower leg muscles without stressing joints. Punches also work arms and shoulders for better mobility. Resistance band presses. For a little added effort, try placing a resistance band around your legs while sitting and gently press outwards. This builds strength in the thighs and helps maintain tone. Sit to stand repeats. Practice standing up from your chair and sitting back down with control. This simple move greatly improves your balance and leg strength over time. None of these exercises require hours out of your day. You can easily fit them in while watching television or listening to the radio. A few minutes here and there can bring meaningful benefits. Strengthening your legs is not only about movement. It is also about building confidence. Stronger legs mean fewer falls, better balance, and a stronger sense of independence. It is easy to think that improvement requires drastic effort. But in truth, progress comes from regular action. It is not intensity but consistency that leads to lasting results. A little each day is all it takes to stay stable and sure on your feet. Try not to wait until discomfort makes you take notice. Start now, with simple movements, and build from there. You deserve to move through life with strength, comfort, and ease. Your legs have carried you through so much, now it is time to give back to them. So whether you are lifting your legs during your favorite program, standing more often throughout the day, or adding light resistance to your movements, remember, every little effort matters. Each step you take is a message to yourself that you are not giving in to age. You are choosing strength, vitality, and a full, vibrant life, one steady step at a time. Step 5. Practice yoga or Tai Chi. With age comes greater experience and insight, but also new physical limitations. Over time, you might notice more stiffness in your joints, tightness in muscles that once felt supple, or even find standing up from a chair harder than before. These changes can feel discouraging, as though our bodies are no longer quite our own. Yet there is good news. Even as our bodies change, practices like yoga and Tai Chi offer a gentle, supportive way to respond. They ask for very little time each day, yet the rewards they offer for both body and mind are truly transformative. If you're still watching and find this helpful, drop a comment down below so I know you're still here with me. What I love most about yoga and Tai Chi is their inclusivity. They are not just for the young or super fit. They welcome everyone, regardless of age or ability. Whether you are 50, 70, or 90, you can adapt these practices to suit your needs. They provide a calm, nurturing space for growth and healing, no matter your starting point. Isn't that encouraging? Dedicating only a few minutes each day to these movements can bring about remarkable changes in how you feel physically and emotionally. The benefits build steadily and gently over time. Tai Chi in particular feels like a slow and graceful dance. Its flowing movements carry a meditative quality, as though you are moving with nature itself. There is something incredibly peaceful and uplifting about it. It connects you to your breath, your body, and your surroundings in a deeply calming way. Yoga brings us back into our own bodies with care and intention. It is not about contorting yourself into complicated shapes. Instead, it is about moving with awareness and listening to what your body truly needs. Whether you are stretching, balancing in a pose, or focusing on your breathing, yoga helps strengthen muscles, improve balance, and encourage better posture. It also nurtures the mind, encouraging a deep sense of calm and awareness. No matter your current ability, yoga meets you exactly where you are and invites you to grow with patience and care. Including yoga or Tai Chi in daily routines boosts more than just fitness. It also uplifts emotional wellness. In a life that often feels hurried and loud, these gentle activities guide us to stay mindful, take breaks, and remain grounded. They restore balance on all levels. They also show that calm and recovery usually start with quiet focus and purpose. One of the best things about both practices is that they are completely flexible. You do not need special equipment, expensive classes, or lots of space. Whether you practice in your living room, in the garden, or at the local park, all you need is a few moments of quiet and the willingness to move gently and breathe deeply. No matter your age or how your body feels right now, know this: it is never too late to begin. Whether you are new to these practices or returning after some time away, their benefits are always waiting to be rediscovered. Age does not prevent growth or healing. It adds meaning to the path. So take that first step, or pick up where you left off. Let yoga or Tai Chi become part of your journey towards a stronger, calmer you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. We have looked at how yoga and Tai Chi can offer real support as we age. They help us stay steady in body, clear in mind, and peaceful in spirit. If you are just starting or reigniting a long-lost habit, remember that each moment you choose to practice makes a difference. What stood out to you the most? Which part of yoga or Tai Chi are you most excited to try? Please share your thoughts below. I would love to know one thing you are planning to start with. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more support on your wellness journey. Let us keep growing, moving, and thriving together. Thank you for watching.